Hey guys, I'm Sampath and welcome to the first ever edition of the Footballing Fallout. Now, as you all know, Jose Mourinho was fired as the Chelsea boss yesterday morning, and there have been talks as to who can possibly replace him for the past 1 month. There have been talks of Diego Simeone of the Atletico Madrid fame. There have been talks of Carlo Ancelotti. Even Brendan Rodgers has been mentioned. But the one clear frontrunner who has emerged over the past one day is Guus Hiddink. Now, if you've been following the Premier League for the last 10 years, you would know that Guus Hiddink was the interim Chelsea boss back in 2008-2009 season, where he came into the club in a very similar situation that they find themselves in right now. Back then, Luis Felipe Scolari was appointed the manager, and he went on a disastrous run of his own, which wasn't as disastrous, but it was still kind of bad by Chelsea standards. And they brought in Guus Hiddink to salvage the season, and he did really well. He had a very respectable win rate of around 70%. He led them to the FA Cup, and by the end of the season, he had senior players like Terry's, your Lampards, your Drogbas, clamoring for him to stay on as the permanent boss. But nevertheless, he decided to continue his appointment with the Russian national team, and since then he has gone on quite a bad spree of jobs, to be very honest with you. In fact, his last appointment was as the Dutch national team coach, and yeah, he was the coach before Danny Blind. And even though a lot of fingers have been pointed on Danny Blind for the failure for Netherlands to be qualified for the Euros of 2016, a lot of blame actually lies with Guus Hiddink because during that 1 year, 3 month reign of him as the Netherlands football manager, they just couldn't do anything right. I mean, there was one disastrous result after another, and consequently, you could see that Netherlands, a footballing giant, a true international footballing giant, is not taking parts in the European Championships at all. But if we tend to judge a man based only on his recent past, but if you look beyond that, you will see that Guus Hiddink is one of the most successful managers in the modern era. He is the most successful Dutch manager in Eredivisie. He has won 6 Dutch leagues and 4 Dutch Cups. He has led Netherlands and Korea to semi-finals of the World Cup. He was on the forefront of the 2002 Korean World Cup run, where they went all the way till semi-finals, and he's a bit of a legend in South Korea. He gets free plane tickets, he gets free cab rides. He has a stadium named after him in South Korea, so I mean that should probably tell you something about how much they revere him in South Korea. Beyond that, look, he's had a few disastrous reigns in Real Madrid too, but on the overall scale, if you look at him, he's been a really good manager. And you have to look at the fact that when he comes in Chelsea, he's only going to improve Chelsea. I mean, let's face it, Chelsea cannot really go lower than what they are right now. They are embroiled in relegation battle. That's saying something. And the last time when he came in, Chelsea went in as bad a state, but he still improved them, and they were actually one of the best teams in the second half of the league. And I believe that this is what's going to happen this time too. He's going to come in and he's going to give them that slight push that they require, to start performing, to start gelling as a team, and play better. Currently, a top 4 finish is just looks very improbable, because almost half of the season is over, and they just do not have the requisite point totals to reach the top 4. But whether they can fight for Europa League, that is possible. They should for a club of Chelsea's size, they should finish in the top half, and I believe that Guus Hiddink will be able to lead them to at least a top half finish, if not a Europa League finish. And frankly, as a Chelsea fan, things can only be going uphill. We have noticed in the past, Roberto Di Matteo, Guus Hiddink himself in the past, whenever a Chelsea boss has been appointed midway, Chelsea have got that they get that slight push in the momentum. They start performing better, and they tend to have a good run of results towards the end. And I just believe that things can only get better from here on, and that's my verdict. Guus Hiddink for Chelsea manager. Hey guys, Sampath here. If you guys like this video, please feel free to go ahead and click the like button. If you did not, and I'm sorry for that, go ahead and click the dislike button. If you want to see more videos of this kind, please click the subscribe button, and I promise you there'll be more videos of this kind. If you want to tell me something, if you did not like this video, if you like this video and you want to tell it to me, just go ahead and leave a comment, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Peace out.